Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad and this is Supercoach Pro. Today's video we're doing around 7 AFL Supercoach review. So this week we scored 2, 3, and 0, 2. Top 9% for the round. Moved up 7,000 ranking spots thereabouts. Now into 28,147. Very, very slow start to my season. Round one was atrocious. We were ranked 100,000. And we're slowly climbing our way back. So it's a long journey, so just got to trade smart and keep going up in the ranks. And as long as we're doing that, I'm pretty happy, man. Also in draft, stuff you, Steve. I beat you by less than 40 points, so that's a close one. And we scored the same score this week, so that's pretty gnarly. He texts me, he goes, "Mate, we scored 2-3-0-2, same. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time. So let's review the squad and how we did. So starting off with that back line, Dacos 72, unlucky for those people that captained him. The one time you probably want to captain him on the last game because your VC didn't go that well. People were like, oh, 122, I'm going to risk it on Dacos. Good on you, mate, because this is why I don't risk it. You just take a 120 because this is what happens. It's just called a karma train. Anyway, Stewart 123, love that from him. So consistent, such a good player. And yeah, he's just such a good pickup. I wish he never got injured because I started this bloke and I had to bring him back in. So annoying, but it's whatever. Zeeble 100 came off, went down to the rooms. People freaking out on Twitter saying he almost did a hammy, supposedly, but just came back on and just an absolute unit. Mitchell, don't really want to talk about it because Mitchell subbed off Mitchell. So yeah, it's annoying. He was playing on Cody Waitman. He wasn't doing a bad job. He should have subbed out GF and made him play VFL. Just so many worse players than Mitchell that day. And yeah, he gets subbed for a 41. Liam Jones came back in the last quarter for a 54, so I would have only gained 13 points. So it's whatever. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in Mitchell. Funnily enough, he used to actually live across the road from my parents' house back in Mooroolbark, Eastern Suburbs. What up? Anyway, we polled the Stocker score because he's a pod pick, so I kind of thought, well, what happens if something goes wrong on that Friday night game and he gets injured? Might as well just whip him for fun. Did it anyway because he scored 53 last week. Didn't matter. Chincotta, what a pick. So job security looked good. I mean, Logic said Doherty came back, Sard came back. So who's he fighting a spot for? Nobody bar Cowan because Cowan got dropped. Brought him in, 88. Mate, I was loving it. I thought, yeah, they're going to kill West Toast, and they did. Yes, I called him Toast. Anyway, whatever. So, yeah, 69 for stock. It was great. Jones can get stuff this week. He's too much of a roller coaster. He's made his cash. We didn't get rid of him after that poor 5 when he got injured in that first week. So what has he made us? He's made us a bit. So we're going to trade him and Setters this week. Oh, is that always made us? 78K. Not great. But it is whatever. 300K is a good price to get rid of rookies regardless, especially if you started them. Excuse me, Bontempelli, 122. You should have taken that VC if you didn't. You're just greedy. And I had 100. We all thought he was going to be out with a calf. It was driving me nuts on Twitter. I hate reading Twitter and Facebook pages because it just makes the anxiety of things like that just so much worse. Lucky for Baker scoring 69, I wasn't too worried because other people had worse rookies than him as bench cover. But it still made me nervous because Ware's not like Clary owned. He's not in like 45% of sides like Clary. He's only in 23 thereabouts. Anyway, Tom Green came back, 118, did really well. Probably needs a break every couple of weeks to sort of reset his tank. And yeah, he repaid owners for his sort of lagging scores the last few weeks of these 99s, 97s, whatnot. Will Day on debut, 97, not bad. 3/4 time is on 83, so could have done more in the last quarter, but you'll take that for a guy you paid 450. I think it's value season for me. I'm buying Clary this week because I think it'll be his cheapest price. I think he beats his break even on 140. Big call, but it's Gold Coast we're talking about, no took. And Hopper 71, not sure what happened that game. Not going to lie, I was day drinking in St Kilda somewhere with a friend from Canada. And yeah, I didn't see any games because I'm feeling seedy today. So I do apologise. But yeah, Settlefield, you can get stuff, mate. You're clearly injured. Or this is why Carlton didn't care and got rid of you, whatever. Traded for you, whatever happened, invested. I can't remember what happened, but I think they traded. Whatever. Ashcroft 103. Glad to keep him. Kicked 2 goals in that game and goal of the year, maybe. But Michael Walters also. That guy's useless. Controversial, but he's a useless player generally speaking. I don't know how he gets games. He does one good game every 6 weeks and still maintains in that side. Anyway, Ashcroft 103 and Holland 60, consistent, kicked the first goal of the game. If you had a multi on that, that would have been awesome. Like first goal scorer for Hollands. What would he be paying? Anyway, I'm off topic tonight. Gibby, useless, but he plays Richmond, so I'm going to keep him. Baker, 69, perfect. People culled him. I shouldn't have culled McKenna or Wilmot now that Rich and Zorko are out. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? You just don't know these things. And now I'm really going to hate watching McKenna smash out 80s the next couple of weeks. Johnson got himself suspended, I believe, for a swing tackle. I was watching the Sydney and Giants game instead, so I didn't really watch the Brisbane and Fremantle because it bored me to tears. And English 90, annoying because I wanted to go a little bit higher. So Grundy owners couldn't go sideways to English, but they've still got to pay up a little bit. But still, anyway, if you do have Grundy, you're probably moving him on. And Marshall 159. Honestly, I didn't talk about him in the VCC preview because I actually did the VC 30 seconds before the bounce. So I looked at his history against Port Adelaide, had no idea that he went nuts. And I thought, he hasn't had the scoring ability this season to go nuts, apart from like a 123, 129. I thought Teakle, yeah, why not just give it a swing? Because I was worried that Laird would be laid out. So I was worried that my VC option would be Bonds and then into who. So I was scared off by the Laird news. I wouldn't have never VC'd Marshall if I didn't hear about Laird being laid out. And it worked out well because Laird still scored a hunch. But yeah, anyway, Radaglia 43, he's just making money. So I'm glad he's not Madden because I think cash gen's so important. People had too many loops this season by using Josh Sin and players like that in Madden. So hopefully my cash gen can help me in the back ends of the rounds and I can catch up to those guys that had a flying start. Taranto 140, what more can I say? He's just so consistent. We always knew he'd get more CBAs at Richmond than he would at Giants. And Dunks 109. Yeah, he's kind of not as good as what I thought he'd be this year, but he's only 10 points off what I thought he'd be averaging. And Rosie 96, saw him in the back line a fair bit, doing some things. So, yeah, sometimes I get confused with where they throw Butters and Rosie, but I think Rosie's more consistent than Butters overall. And Cogs 108, scores and patches, kicked a couple of nice goals. And, yeah, he tapered off in that last half, I reckon, of that game. But he's still a very good pick for 486 and then picking up Dave for 450. So I'm going to try to pick players this season at value rather than pay up for them. Apart from this week, I'm going Clary because he's so highly owned and I need another captain's option. That's my justification for picking Clary at 650. But Gordon 119. Yeah, great bounce back game. Shouldn't have traded him if you did it last week. He had 47 off 3 behinds. And they got pumped by 93 points. So it didn't make any sense trading out a guy that was getting belted. And 107 for Sheasel. So much ball in the back line of that game that he had to rack it up 30 times, really, didn't he? He's not injured that game, so that was nice. He bounced back and he looks like to be a keeper. Excuse me. OJ and Vodkas yesterday would absolute perfect. Anyway, I get so sidetracked after a big day in the drinks. Don't day drink when you got Monday work. Bad idea. Very bad idea. I couldn't even go to Muay Thai tonight. So, yeah, that's why I wait upload tonight. Now, trades. What are we doing? I'm thinking most people do this. And what's about Setterfield goes nuts this week, the week we trade him out. But I'm done. He's done. Jones is gone for me. Literally, I'm picking the rookies off that I don't think will hit their break evens. Now, Will Setterfield, I thought would maybe be a keeper, but I feel like he could be injured. And you're probably going, why are you using a boost, Brad? Like, that's just stupid. You got no boost after this. But I'm trying to play catch up in cash generation and trying to get a really quick primo side. So I'm willing to boost out of my my rookies a little bit early. And not squeeze them out for 5, 10 extra K and just try to get a full primo side quicker than the guys in front of me, because that's the only way I can play catch up now. I'm too far behind to be playing non-aggressive. And it's kind of more fun playing non-aggressive because I have nothing to lose at this stage. I'm just trying to play catch up and show you guys that if you have a bad rank to start with, that it doesn't matter and you can catch up to the big dogs. So yeah, sorry if I've been talking too fast this video. I have all this energy because I haven't gone to training tonight. So we move Will Day back to the back line. Gimby's still the loop there, so I can still muck around with some stuff if I need to. Now, I'm not going to muck around with Petrarca and players like that and Paddy Cripps. That can be for the next upgrade, but for now, I purely want Clary as a captain option, and he hurts me every week I don't own him. So now we've got the big three. The rest we can wait on, but I think there's so many of us YouTubers at the moment that bring in Clary this week for the right price. In hindsight, he's probably should have started for 700k over Laird, but that's whatever. And now I'm out of boost, but break evens, these guys I don't think will make any of them. Fergus Green won't make it because Lewis is now the main forward target down there, and they might even give me a week's rest after running into that post. Who knows? So this is how the side will look. We'll optimize it to make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what goes on. I'm not benching Chincotta, obviously. So that is this side. Now we're VCing Oliver at this early stage and seeing Bont. Although Bont might be tagged by Perryman and the other guy. What's the other guy? Anyway, this is one thing in early stages, or even VC Taranto into Oliver potentially. So, I mean, backline is not too bad. It looks a lot better now. Dacos, Stewart, Day, Zeeble, Stockton, Chincotta. Midfield was still carrying a really weak M7 and M8, but the forward line and defense look pretty decent. And my cash generation looks okay compared to some. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to loophole Holland score, chuck the E on Gimby in case he does something good. And then, yeah, next week we're just going to have to cull one rookie at a time and play the slow game. And now you're wondering why I brought Tico in, or if he gets named for a third game, let's say. My plan for him is by around 10, 11, or 12, I can downgrade him for Madden and make 200k for my last upgrade. And then Madden can be my loophole at R3 without having to mess with my midfield defense or anything like that. And Radaglia can play forward now. So this is what I'm thinking. The forward line's complete, which most people's forward lines are complete, or they're getting away with using Chandler, which is really nice. So I missed out on Chandler and Van Ruin, and I really regret that. And in hindsight, I regret not holding on to McKenna. So that's the team going into the week. I'll do a round 8 preview and footy tips and a potty with Steve on, jump off as well on the players that most traded out and traded in. So 18 trades to go, a few more upgrades to do. I think we'll get a full promo side as long as we go a little bit bargain basement from here on out, and Clary's only top dog we pay for. Might have to skip on Dawson or hope he gets a 70, back-to-back 70 in a row or something like that. But apart from that, midfield upgrades are anywhere between like a Cripps, Parrish, Neil, any of those sort of players. So that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next. Cheers, guys.